live. Welcome everyone. I'm really kind of throwing this together here. It's funny, Roddy. Literally forgot to. It is Braden. It is. I forgot to get my camera set up, so I need to do that. Okay, Rowdy. That's fine. That's fine. Take your time. No need to be on the stream. Let's see if I can get it focused. Whoa. All right. That's good. Literally just scrambling to finish the sketch. Before we got here. I'm probably gonna do this. But if you're wondering what the heck that thing is in the back, so Lealand McSpadden, driver here. His nickname is the Tempe Tornado. So part of my new series, we're going to be incorporating the driver's nicknames into the background, into the art somehow. I've been pretty good, Braden. How about you? Hoping everything's going good for you as well. Hope everyone's doing well. Hold up. Let me pop up. Okay, there we go. We're good now. So I'm good, Braden. How are you? Man, I'm really not prepared today. Yes, Braden, I saw that. I looked through your post today. There has been a lot of news today with as far as schedules go for next year, especially with Daytona and the Clash coming back, and then Echo Park, which I don't really like the decision or what they did with Echo Park because now the Truck Series has 2 Echo Park dates, and the O'Reilly Series only has 1. And I feel like the O'Reilly Series at Echo Park is just like, well, with exception to the last one this year, is like probably generally the best race of the year. Like the second O'Reilly race this year at Echo Park was pretty amazing. But NASCAR is just gonna do stuff like that, so whatever. Yeah, so I got most of the sketch done yesterday, and then today I've been kind of scrambling to get it finished. This tornado on the back looks really terrible. I'm gonna do like a full background, but I think I'm gonna do that separately. I'm gonna do like all the car, maybe by the time next time we stream. Wow, hold up. Maybe by next time that we stream, I will have. What was I gonna say? I'll have the sketch for the background done, and we can do that. The rest of that on stream. But I'm realizing there's a lot of stuff that I just did not. I just like kind of missed, which is not good. Like right before I went live, I was scrambling to get the driver done because I completely forgot about that. So yeah, I think we're ready to start getting some stuff done. Just making sure I've got everything. Even if I don't, it's fine. I can add that later. You don't need to have everything sketched out before you start doing anything. So right now we're going to lighten the sketch with the eraser, make sure nothing really shows through, but still dark enough that I can see it and like be able to use it as a reference or as a guide, which is literally the whole reason. So Rowdy's back. How to go get dinner? What's dinner today for Rowdy? I don't know. We got to talk about food at some point. Moo pizza. Delicious. Ooh. Excuse me. I was gonna say something. Dang it. But anyways, if you're wondering, I have not gotten the drawing to Ron Schumann yet. Which, speaking of him, driver here, Lealand and McSpadden, he and Ron were, I don't want to say rivals, but two very good sprint car drivers. Although Lealand here was generally more of a non-winged guy. I mean, both of them were, but Ron did race the World of Outlaws, win sprint cars and all that stuff, won the Knoxville Nationals. I think that's the sprint car races, the Nationals. I don't remember because they have late model race too. But actually, we'll pull up the Ron Schumann card right now. So pizza sounds great. Pizza and drawing cards. I don't know about you guys, but if I had to pick between the big three American like junk foods, which would be burgers, pizza, and hot dogs. Yeah, thank you, Braden. Yeah, Rowdy. Sprint cars are very they're wild. I feel like it's a good word for them. And it's so crazy that so I'll show my friends or someone who's not in the sport a picture of a sprint car. And for like people who are in the sport and know what it is, they're just like, oh, okay, it's a sprint car. And then show it to like one of my friends who's like, what the heck is that? And he said it looked basically like a he was like, it looks like an ATV on steroids. And I was like, okay, if I'm looking at it as a non-fan perspective, I mean, maybe I'd see that, but I don't know. I do, Rowdy. I still play the Switch version of that game. Actually, not often. I don't really have time anymore. But when I do play that every once in a while. And yeah, it was Braden, but it was left over from the you could tell it had some resemblance to the Dirt to Daytona, if any of you guys know of that game. There was a dirt series in that game, but it was like street stocks. So that was weird, and you can tell because some of the drivers in Heat 5 have the same name as drivers from Dirt to Daytona in the Dirt series or whatever. But even though this drawing is of Ron Schumann's rival, we're gonna pull up the hero card. Because this is a new one from him. 1997 for World Tour. I absolutely had no clue that he ran the 2 car for Haviland. However you pronounce that. So yeah. This is funny because after this, he won another SCR championship, like in his last season, I believe. And he exited out the 2 SCR championships and put 3, which I thought was really funny. Oh, rowdy. Okay. Yeah, I didn't really follow dirt racing for a while, at least not at all. I'd been to a ton of races at the Arizona Speedway, but unfortunately that closed down. Yeah, it was tough to lose that one. But yeah, I never played Heat 3. I think so. The first game I played was Dirt to Daytona, and then because we had a PS2, so Dirt to Daytona, and then it was NASCAR racing 1998, and then or was it 2001? I think it was 2001. Or was it? I don't remember. And then we had Thunder 2004, and then we got NASCAR 09. Well, Rowdy, actually, maybe Braden would know more than I do about that, about tracks in your area. Yeah, Braden, I know Dirt to Daytona was 02, but I'm thinking of I think it was EA Sports, the first EA Sports game. I don't remember. I think it was 1998. NASCAR 1998 was the name. I hope so, because if not, I'm really wrong. But yeah, I still have it, but the thing is, like when we moved and we got a new TV and there's no port because the PS2 is like, I forget what it's called, but it's a different port, and like they don't make those anymore. So never really got around to getting an adapter for that. And look at that in classic LE Race Art stream fashion. We have wasted 15 minutes of the stream doing absolutely nothing. I mean, not wasted because spend time with you guys talking about stuff that's going on. But I gotta start working on this. And I cannot get this light enough. So I'm gonna go over it again so I can get it good. Still need to be able to see it, of course, but that shouldn't be too big of a problem. That's only usually a problem when there's really small, fine details, and I can kind of just accidentally go over a spot a little hard, and it'll just get rid of it. Oh boy, what, Rowdy? Here are the papers. Little paper warp sound effect. Oh my goodness, that is a lot of eraser dust. Okay, we're ready. Yes, I love the paper sound. Who doesn't love the sound of paper being warped, or like a really thin sheet of metal? It's the most beautiful thing. Man, okay, we really need to get started. But I don't know what to get started on because I don't have any of my supplies out. I need to get my pens out. And they just spilled. Okay, there we go. So just like what I did with the Schumann car, I'm going to start with the main base colors, different than what I had done usually before, but it turns out way better. And this time, I have a couple more references. So, before, I would just have the main picture. I printed the main picture bigger, so because that's like the main reference I use. But these ones, they help me get certain like certain details that would be a little bit harder to see in that picture. Maybe I can see in one of these, like these logos. Actually, that's going to be a big help for these logos on the side. You know what? Let's get started. Let's stop doing whatever it is we're doing. Let's put Ron back out here. Oh wait, I generally don't know what to start with though. Here you go. Still eraser dust. Eventually my floor is just going to be it's going to feel soft even though it's hardwood or whatever fake vinyl wood stuff. It's just going to feel fuzzy because of all of the eraser dust. So McSpadden, I don't know a whole lot about him. I did a little bit of research for this, but I forget everything. All I know is he raced in most of the same series that Ron did during the same time, so like 80s, 90s, and he's from here as well. Okay. You're not entirely wrong, Roddy. Because as you know, you were on the video where I showed like all of my little drawings and stuff. I don't crumple them, but I just like give up. If I'm like, darn it, like really don't really want to fix it, or it was hard to fix or whatever, or if I just lost interest in the drawing, then I'll just kind of move on, which actually I did for this one. I made an entire sketch for the car, and then forgot I was going to do it like full page, so the thing was like, compared to this one, I don't know if you guys can probably barely see, it's from here to here. When I sketched it initially, it was like this big, and that I was like, dang it. And like, you can't like redo a whole sketch like that, because you can't like completely erase anything, and I didn't really want to, so I just go through the like all of that. So I just grabbed another paper and did it again, which is partially why we didn't stream yesterday. Yes, we don't make mistakes. We make happy. Can't talk right now. Happy accidents. You're exactly right. Yep, that should be like the new thing. Well, yeah. Yeah, it's always nice when Braden, when I don't really have that sort of, I don't know the word. I'm a perfectionist in a way, I would say, but like not what you usually think. Like, if I mess up, I'll be like, dang, I messed up, so I want to do something again. But if I know, like, I can't, like, this isn't going to be perfect, then I'm like, I'll just leave it, you know? So I'm looking for colors now. None of these are very accurate to what I'm trying to do. What I do hate about a lot of these marker sets is there will be like what am I trying to say? There'll be like a ton of very, very similar colors, and then you'll have colors that are like there's none. So what I'm looking for right now is not a dark, is a blue that's not like dark or light, but the only ones that are like mid-tone blue are like a cerulean color, and that, yeah, it's not really what I'm looking for. But I'll just have to use what I have. And then always, I guess I do have the colored pencils. I can change the colors however I want with those later. I'll probably do that. So, is there anything else new with you guys? Got any news? Or anything you guys want to talk about? Well, that's exciting, Rowdy. How's it looking for you? Do you think you're gonna have a good year? Cause never mind. Yeah. How's your schedule looking? Cause my school they have a thing that you can like request schedule changes or whatever if you don't really like your schedule, because they're terrible. Like, you request stuff at the end of the year before, and they're terrible at or my school at least is terrible at giving you those classes. So hopefully your schedule is looking good. That's good, Rowdy. Wish I could say the same, but kind of just got to work with what you got. Well, that's nice that you get to see your Spanish teacher. Are you taking any other fun electives? I know Spanish, you need the credit, or unless you take another foreign language. Well, our school that we go to, we only have Spanish, or we did. Literally just this year. Just this year they added ASL, so we only had Spanish. Oh wait, Rowdy. That's awesome. I don't know if you know the answer to this, but I'm kind of curious. Do you know the art teacher, or do you have any clue what that class is going to be like? I say that because that's like a huge thing. If you're taking art, you want to know who's teaching it, because they can be a really amazing teacher, or they can so we didn't take last year. So I'm assuming your school is not as small as the one I go to, because I know every single teacher in my school. That's how small it is. But I was also wondering, because our teacher at our school is like the best guy ever. Well, kind of. Like, if you were like actually serious about art, and want to take an art class with him, good luck. Good luck actually learning anything. But he coached soccer as well. So, and I played soccer, so got to know him really well. Yeah, he's still there doing that again. But I only took one art class because if I'm going to take an art class, I'm not going to take it. He's not a great art teacher necessarily, but he appreciates it, you know. Well, yeah, Rowdy. I think that's a thing. It's like something that they do. Our school does that as well. And I like it because kind of get to know what it's going to be like. But I do notice that I don't know if this might be the case for anyone else, but some of the teachers at our school I go to, they act all nice and friendly during Meet the Teacher for like the parents or whatever, or even if you're just a student coming in. And like we had a teacher this year who it's a teacher who but I lost my train of thought. Well, he seemed really nice, but he's not actually. Since we started the 28th of July. Believe it or not, that is really, which actually is later than usual for our school. Last year we started the 21st or 22nd. Web development, that sounds fun. So, yeah, so like websites and stuff. Like the PRF website. Which by the way, I still have access to. I could open that up. And the link still works and everything. And speaking of that it was a real pain to make. Took a lot of time. Because like it was Tyler. That's funny, Roddy. Wait, so do you have? Hold up. So you have Spanish. Spanish art, web development, or web game development. Oh, I didn't see the game before. And gym. That's 4 electives, right? Do you have? So are you not taking a core class? Or do you have 8 periods? Because for us, you take the 4 core classes, which would be math, English, science, and history, and then Spanish is an elective with all the other electives, and you have Spanish and then 2 other electives. So, is that like different for you guys or whatever? Oh, that's interesting. Huh. Yeah, that's weird. I've never heard of any place that does it like that at all. Um, so are those 4 classes just an hour or longer? I assume they're longer. So you get like a full day sort of thing. Oh, yeah, that's interesting. I've never heard any place that does that. I know we did a similar thing. Actually, kind of similar, but kind of not. During COVID, or like right after COVID, and we start being able to go back to school. It was they split all the classes in half, and half the class went to that class Monday, Tuesday, or Monday, Wednesday, and the other half went Tuesday, Thursday, which was weird. Oh, maybe it is a Texas thing, because I've never heard of that sort of system ever. Yeah, I don't know. I guess they are different, right? Because states have like different education boards or whatever. So that could probably be it. Yeah, they did there. They did here too. They banned phones, but I mean, you can bring them, but you like the teachers have to take them before each class, and then you get them back during lunch or between periods, and then after school. So this is turning out pretty good so far. The base layers are looking good. I think it looks a little bit darker for you guys. Just looking at the screen from my perspective. I did forget to tell you guys, because this is a little bit later of a stream than we usually do. It's probably going to be a little bit shorter because I had to start later. Usually start them around night time, 4:30. Today we started at 5 here. Oh, that's weird. Ours is just like it's like a box, and it has like slots, and it's numbered, so each person has a number, and they put it in. It's like, oh, that's funny. I mean, it kind of sucks the way people are like. I had a feeling you were gonna say that, Reddy. I know you're better than that. Um, What was I gonna say? Why do I always do this? It's only when I'm streaming. I just randomly lose my train of thought. I mean, that happens normally too, but not as often. Excuse me. Yeah, that's fair, Rowdy. It's a smart thing to do. Yeah, isn't that so weird? Braden, it's just, I don't know. So as we continue the stream where we get absolutely nothing done, might as well actually do semi something. Let's see. I just want to test this real quick. Hopefully you can see through this to the pencil because I need to add some stuff on top. I think I should be able to. Well, yeah, I did do some braiding, but definitely not much. This is kind of like my relaxed time usually, because let's see, be in school at let's see, 3:30ish. I had an appointment afterwards. Didn't get home until about 4:15. 4:30 about. Didn't get home, which is when I usually start my streams. Which was about an hour and 15 minutes ago. I had to kind of unpack my stuff and everything, and then just immediately get ready for this. And then because I had to finish sketching this, so I really quickly finished the sketch. I don't know why I did. Yeah, that's true, Roddy. And so it's unbelievable. Here is, I mean, you can't beat these kids anymore. Is we'll bring decoy phones. So somebody's have a new iPhone 16, iPhone 17, or whatever, and they'll bring a really old phone, or not really old, but older, not as brand new, and put it in the box instead of the normal. So the teacher's like, "Oh, you put your phone up," but really they actually have their phone. It's a lot. Do you have metal detectors at your school? Jeez. Yeah, so you must go to a bigger school then. Well, I guess Texas isn't exactly very nice. It's just one of those states, like Florida. I'd put Alabama there, California. I don't know if you guys know what I mean. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. Oh, so just got a text from my friend. We're gonna go practice soccer at the park by my house later today. That'll be fun. It's always fun with those guys. I really need to do something. Actually, I think we'll probably cut this off at around an hour. So we're at 45 minutes right now. So we'll do another 15 minutes or so. Oh, I see what you're hinting to there, Rowdy. They're not as like strict here about those. Like there have been kids that have gotten in trouble using them at our school, which is and got away with it, by the way. Which is just unbelievable because it's like, dude, like how do you even like not get in trouble for that? But it's bad too because of how many students have been caught doing that. Considering our school is very small. We have gotten a little bit more done on the drawing. So we're not completely wasting this one. And I do generally get more work done. When I'm not streaming because I'm not like chatting with you guys. So as I was saying, that's sad because of how small our school is. We only have like 600 students, and one or two people usually get caught out every year. One or two people. So that's not good. Okay, that's just crazy, Rowdy. I don't know. I guess Texas is just like that. So I don't know. I've never been to Texas, which is weird, considering I live. I guess Arizona's not that close. We do have the entirety of New Mexico between us and Texas. But I mean, we're the same. I don't know, because like, correct me if I'm wrong, because you live there. But isn't like Western Texas more like Southwest culture, and then Eastern Texas is more like Southeast culture? So it's like split in two, basically. I think. I don't know. Hopefully, I mean, please tell me, Rowdy, if I'm. Please let me know if I'm right or wrong. Because I would have. Oh. Well, I guess we'll never know. Oh yeah, I forgot I was going to read you guys the stuff off of this from Ron. Let's see. So he was the very first person to win the Triple Crown, which was the Knoxville Nationals, the Western States, and the Pacific Coast Nationals. He won 8 Turkey Night Grand Prix, 4 Western World Championships, 3 CRA Championships, 6 Pacific Coast National wins, Knoxville Nationals win. He won a Slick 50 Midget Championship, the Holman Classic, the Hoosier 100, and the Hut 100. So, yeah, that was a lot. He raced for 29 years. Oh my goodness. Look who it is. I know I shouldn't have. No, I shouldn't have given you my channel. This guy here, who just hopped in, a good friend of mine. Yeah, we go to school together. Yeah, he's like the weird kid. Let's see. I don't know. First of all, that would never happen because Jeremy's never around here. Like, he's never come to this area. I've seen him in Phoenix, but not anywhere else. I know, I would. No, Tyler. Tyler, no. I'm giving you a warning if you did. That's 1 strike. You're like, that's the fastest strike anyone's ever gotten on the channel. Once you get 3, no more chat. That's the rule. I guess, Tyler. See what I mean? See what I meant by he's the weird kid. I'm just kidding. But we're gonna have to. Nah. You good. It's just like what Garrett did something. He said something really messed up. I don't remember what now. But Garrett said something that was a no. And it didn't like stop him because, as you can see, Rowdy right here just had his message blah, 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 or whatever. That may have been him like deleting it or whatever, but I think it was probably the like restriction thing. Anyways, we're almost done with the stream. Oh. Yeah, okay. Makes sense. So look, right now, if I wanted to, if I wanted to, golly, I could delete. I could just like remove his access. Okay, so I actually don't have it pulled up. I probably should, but I have no clue how to like pull it up on the screen. I have some reference photos of the car that I'm doing. So, man, my fan is really killing the paper. So yeah, this is what it's gonna be. Obviously not one of these angles, but these are my reference photos. It was Rowdy. It was the then. Yeah. Actually, we're almost done with the stream. I was gonna cut it off at 6 because I'm gonna go play soccer with Joseph. After this, over at the park in my neighborhood. So I need to do. Oh wait, hold up. So I don't know if you guys were on during my. Well, I know Roddy was there. Okay, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, tell you something else. I wish I could. Oh, it is Rowdy. I have 2 signed by him. This one you can see the signature a little bit better than the other one. So I have, as far as signatures, I don't have a whole lot of total signatures of drivers, but I have 2 of Ron, 2 of Jeremy, and 1 Kenny Wallace tire. I can assure you it didn't spawn out of nowhere, but maybe you thought it did. Yeah, I've been there. And that's why I'm doing the drawing for him. He's just been so kind and all that. He's a very, very nice guy. But actually, I really need to eat dinner and go practice soccer some. So I think we're going to call it there. Thanks, Tyler, for being on. Thank you, Rowdy. Thank you, Brayden. I don't think we're going to stream again this week. If we do, maybe tomorrow, but I have a project I'm working on not related to the channel that I'm trying to get done, and probably need time to do that tomorrow or Thursday. I don't know. But if we are streaming, you guys will know. I'm going to try to cut this off at exactly an hour just because we're almost there. So, yeah. Nice seeing you guys again. Nice talking to you. The chat got pretty good today. Just thank you guys again, and see you later. Hold up, 10 seconds. We gotta wait this one out. Okay. Boom.